Hello y'all, this is Prime Zero, and I'm going to do another Transformers review about the character Cogman. Now Cogman made his first appearance in the Transformers live action movies. The only movie he was in was Transformers The Last Night. He made his first big appearance in Transformers The Last Night. And he appeared to be an ancient Transformer. He also had a different design from all the other Transformers. His design was way different from Optimus and Bumblebee. He also was he's basically the same size as an ordinary human. He wasn't as big as Optimus or Bumblebee. But it turns out he was a headmaster. That's what he is. He's a headmaster. And he's an ancient Transformer. And what I could say about Cogman is that he's an Autobot. He's good. He's very loyal. What he does is he serves his master, which is Sir Edmund Burton. Sir Edmund Burton. And he has an accent, And he was really close with Sir Edmund Burton. They friendship goes way back. Because he was very loyal and he serves them very much. And he's kind of like his butler, pretty much. But he's no joke. He's very strong. He's just as strong as any ordinary Transformer. Just as tough. It seems like he has sort of a split personality. Because there's times they show him punching himself, and he's just funny. He has an amazing sense of humor, and I really like the Cogman character. I feel like, his character gets overlooked from time to time, but I really like his character. I like the person that does his character. I like how he has an accent. He has sort of a British accent, and he sort of has like that butler accent, He kind of reminds me of a robot version of Alfred. Like he sort of kind of reminds me a little bit of Alfred from Batman, because he has sort of that accent and sort of that kind of like that personality, But he's very strong. He's very tough. He also has the ability to shoot a missile out of his mouth, and he also he's super strong. He's very strong. He's a very powerful Autobot, and he demonstrated it when Crosshairs came up to him and he was saying, "What's with this C-3PO ripoff?" And he actually bent back. He destroyed one of Crosshair's fingers. Yeah, and that shows how strong he is. He was able to knock down a Transformer that was much bigger than him. That shows how tough he is. But he's a headmaster. He's an ancient Transformer. He's an old Transformer. And he has a bit of a temper too, he has a bit of a temper. He also has road rage, which is funny, There's times that he can't control his anger. Sometimes he may dash out at somebody and, like he dashed out at Cade and was trying to choke him, he's saying, "If you mind if I crush his windpipe," but dang. And then his head was spinning around. It was just funny. But I really like his character. I'm glad that they brought, he's a character that's new. Like he wasn't in Generation 1 and he wasn't in the other generations of Transformers. But what's similar about him is that he's a headmaster. So I think he's definitely one of the headmaster Transformers, so that's something though, but I want to know from my subscribers, do you like the Cogman character? In my opinion, I like the Cogman character. I like the fact that he's new. He's a fresh character that we never seen before. I love his design. Also like his personality. He's very cool. Now, he also has a toy, and his toy version, his design is a little different. Like he still looks like Cogman in the face, but he takes the form of a car, Yeah. But he's a headmaster, I think he's supposed to transform into a head, and then he combines with a body. I guess he uses a body, He's a headmaster. And he's very intelligent, very smart, and very wise. He has a lot of talents. He could play the piano. He could also sing, which is funny. And, he's very fast and very agile. He can run very fast. He could run a lot more faster than a regular human. He could run extremely fast, and he could do flips. He's very strong. He's a strong, he could do a lot of stuff. He could do flips. He's very agile, and he's very strong, and he's very wise, and he's athletic, and he could run faster than an ordinary human. He's very fast and agile. And I just want to know from my subscribers, do you like Cogman? Do you like the Cogman character? To me, I really like his design. His design is so different and so unique. And I like how they introduced him in the last night. I really enjoyed his character, I really do. His character looks so realistic too, It's just the special effects and everything, how they made him is just incredible, And he may be small, but he's very tough. And he's shown that a lot, He showed a lot of aggression towards Cade, I think it's a part of him that doesn't like Cade, but it's a part of him that does. But yeah, he has a lot of aggression. He has road rage, and he serves. That's what he does. He serves his master, Sir Edmund Burton, who was played by he was played by I forgot what's the actor's name? What's his name? Anthony Hopkins. My fault. Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins played Sir Edmund Burton, and that's who he was cool with. He was cool with him, Sir Edmund Burton, because Sir Edmund Burton knew a lot about the Transformers. He even knew Bumblebee, And to me, he's a very cool Transformer, but he has a split personality. And he referred to himself as a sociopath, which is weird. That means that he's crazy. He said it. And, it was just funny. It's a lot of funny moments of him, like when he was, doing a lot of things that was funny. He was, flipping one of the drivers off. He was having road rage. He shot a missile out his mouth, and he was like arguing at Cade Yeager. Him and Cade Yeager kept fighting, and he was saying, "I will F you up." It was just funny, But I really like his character, and I would love to see him more in the Transformers movies, but I just don't know if we're gonna see any more of him. But I do believe he's still alive. He did survive. Now he did lose his master, his friend that he was serving. Sir Edmund Burton met his end at the hands of Megatron. But he paid his respect to Sir Edmund Burton, saying that you were the coolest. By anyone that I serve, you were the coolest. And he said he was a great friend. So Cogman is a great character. He's an Autobot. He has a split personality. He has a temper, but he's a good guy. He's an Autobot. And he's an old robot. And he's a headmaster. And they have many toys of him. They have a few toys of him, but that was the only Transformers: The Last Night was the only movie he made his appearance in. He was one of the new characters that they introduced in Transformers: The Last Night. And I want to know from my subscribers, what's your favorite Cogman moment, and do you like the Cogman character? And I do love his design, but I have to say I really like his personality too. And I just think that it was cool that they introduced him, that they gave us a character that was fresh, that was new, but also, him, what he is familiar, which is a headmaster. Headmasters were in G1, So his concept is from G1 because he's a headmaster. But as far as his name and who he is, he's a new character. He's fresh. He's a fresh character, and he's a new character that they introduced to the live action Transformers franchise. The live action movies, and he's definitely one of my favorites. And I remember he shot himself out like a torpedo, and then that shows how much agility he has, and so much things he could do. And one thing he don't like is he don't like water for some reason. Because Bumblebee pushed him off the submarine, and he was saying, you're both on my I ain't gonna say it, but he says you're both on my list, because he was really mad with Bumblebee because he pushed him off when they got to the Knight's Terminals, when they was underwater. Bumblebee pushed him in the water, because but it was just really funny. But I have to say he's a really cool character, So yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. And he was the one telling Cade that he was chosen. The Knight's Talisman. He told him he was chosen, and he knows a lot about Transformers history. Cogman, because he's old. He's really old. He could even be older than Optimus. You never know. But his toy, he takes the form of a car. His action figure, he actually is more bigger, and he takes the form of a car. I think it was one of the cars in Transformers the Last Night that he was driving. It wasn't the red one, it was the silver one. That's what car he takes the form of. Which is cool that they made him a action figure, and the action figure, he has two swords. So yeah, but he's an Autobot. Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's an old Transformer, and he knew Sir Edmund Burton for a long time, I guess, since he was young, and he even knew Ironheart. He knew all of them, for so many years. And I guess he was also involved in World War